What's going on, everybody? I'm at the Little Rock Regional, and I got
Patrick Cook.
Patrick. And what'd you do today?
I got top 16th place at the Little Rock Regional.
Oh, man. What'd you play?
I played Melodious Voiceless. It was pretty good, but most of my losses came from bricking on cards that are added from the Melodious engine, which was kind of unfortunate. But other than that, the deck was very good. Like, its ceiling's incredibly high. I think it's really broken if you open up Ostinato Diviner. Like, the combo is nuts.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
You got any shout-outs?
Shout out Aaron, he won the tournament.
Yeah.
Shout out Mason, Jamal, wherever he is, Ashton, anybody else. You know who you are.
Bet we can get in profile.
Starting off, 2 Skull, 2 Cerebus. It's just standard. Like, I think 4 is the minimum you can play, but I wouldn't go over it. So it's just kind of the perfect ratio. Some people are cutting Vortex, cutting Cerebus for Vortex. Or not Vortex, the Pendulum Graph, whatever his name is. And that card is incredibly cope, and I would never put that in my deck list. It's terrible. Like, it literally cannot negate a spell trap if you have done your Melodious combo. So it's just actually pointless to play it. Triple Saphira. This card's the GOAT. Like, she's insane. Double low. It's kind of the heart of the deck. 1 Cerebus, the old guy.
So you never missed the third low?
So statistically, like, my starters the amount is reduced because I don't have the 9 basically. I don't have 3 Diviner, 3 Low, 3 Barrier. I'm missing 1. But because of the Melodious engine, I usually don't normal summon.
I just think it's correct.
I'm either normal summoning Diviner or
that's your extent.
The Melodious stuff before I would
Snake Eyes like this card.
Unless it's like a really niche situation.
Gotcha.
And once it's just standard. It's kind of a standard lineup for the voiceless stuff. Diviner Trius, you don't be safe. Shout out to Trell as well.
Shout out to Trell.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, this plus Ostinato is a 2-card combo. It's nuts. It's kind of the point of playing the deck. Triple Barrier, 1 Blessing, 1 Trap, 2 Prayers, and 2 Pre-Prep. That's the last of the Voiceless engine. I was hesitant to play this card, but I had a hand where I opened up 2 hand traps, 2 Skull Guardian, and this, and it allowed me to set up low plus Guardian and Trap on my opponent's turn because I normal summoned and then ritual summoned this. So it was pretty good, and I would probably play it again unless I cut the Voiceless engine even smaller. For the Melodious stuff, Triple Refrain. This card is absolutely stupid. It does everything. 1 Couplet. She's kind of the Bert. I drew her more times than I drew Ostinato, but, you know, is what it is. And then Triple Ostinato. This card's probably going to get banned one day. It's absolutely absurd. It's branded fusion, but it doesn't lock you, and off of 1 card, you have a Vortex, an IP, and an Appaloosa for 2. That is not fair. That shouldn't exist. And then 1 Concerto. This card's fine. I also drew it. Like, I drew these like a crackhead today. It's actually ridiculous. Hand traps. This is kind of weird, but I have 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I think they're just the best 2 generic ones. So I just maxed out on those, and then I'm playing 2 Mourner, 2 Ogre, and 2 Veiler. I'm at 43 cards, but I didn't want to go below 12 hand traps. And because this card, I'll explain when I get to the side. But for my side patterns, this is the hand trap lineup I ended up with. Look at that winner right there. Wow. Extra deck, 2 Baka. This card's nuts too. 1 Vortex, 1 Odd Eyes Absolutes. 1 Parallel, excuse me, 1 Exceed the Pendulum, 1 Cross Shoot. So, Cross Shoot's kind of weird. For your standard Ostinato combo, you can't activate this effect because Baka will be summoning the other, will be summoning the spare refrain that's in your grave, so it can't actually do anything. But my thinking on it was, first of all, I put no thought into this deck beforehand. And second, if you hand trap your opponent and then get to the point where you can resolve Ostinato and start climbing through, it can summon 1 out still and make an early Appaloosa, which is good. But yeah, that's what's playing. Then I played 1 Baguska because there are certain matchups, specifically Tempai. Instead of going for this line, you need your refrains and your extra deck to be able to negate with this. So instead, I'm just turning them into this with the 3-material Appaloosa. And that's just kind of what I was going for.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah, like I summoned Baguska so much today. It was actually nuts. Like every time they came around, I just had a Baguska, an IP, or an Appaloosa on my board, and I was just like, all right, out it. Or like an SP and a Dynamondo, and just being like, all right, once this gets dealt with, I'll do something. But until then, I have a Floodgate. And then also an Appaloosa. That's part of the Melodious stuff. Anima, this stuff's basic. Anima, Dynamondo, IP, SP, Lina, and then 2 cards that I literally never activated or summoned and will not be in this deck the next time you see them.
You didn't miss Dark?
It didn't come up today, but Hida came up, which is kind of funny. I don't have a way of making it other than normal summoning Ash. Oh yeah, I'm cutting this card. It was terrible. And then Intis, I sent once, but it didn't matter because I was already winning that game. I just had everything. Yeah, that's it for that. And then these sides, 1/1/1 of the last ones. So for Tenpai, Valor is terrible. So I put these 2 in and cut the Valors out because these can actually affect that deck. Like you can activate this in battle. And then versus Snake Eye, Ogres are terrible, so I take both of those out and put these 2 in. So basically you just swap them in and out for like what you
Yeah, because the only time Ogre's good is for Appaloosa and IP.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's good enough game 1, but I would rather have these in games 2.
100%.
And then a card I put in once and was terrible, but I do think it is a good card. I don't know. Metal Tronus. So the logic on it is that you can summon Appaloosa or IP, and then negate theirs, and then just have that on your board, which is decent. But I think if you're playing this, you should be playing Zelantis in your extra deck, so you can at least summon that out and banish it face down if they're going for game. If like you set this, it makes it kind of a going first card. But I don't know. I'm probably not playing this again. It was a last minute thing that I wanted to try out. That's most of what my extra deck was last minute stuff. 3 Cosmic, basic, and then I played 3 Simul Archfiend and 1 D-Barrier. So this card's useless against Snake Eye, and this one isn't, because this actually affects them. And I wanted 4 answers for either the Mirror, Tenpai, like any of the decks where D-Barrier also hits them. I just wanted 4 answers for it. And then this just hits Link decks. It's super good. Like, that card's crazy. And then 1 anti-spell fragrance. These are the 5 I was citing and going first. And they were fine. And then 1 Cowboy, because sometimes
because we can make Cowboy.
Being able to punch over stuff is good. That's really all I'm using it for. I never made him today, but the point was, like, if it gets late in the game, or if you're going into game 3, you can go Ostinato, and instead of making Baguska or another Link 2, you just make that. You just make this, like you pen summon, make this, and then you have Appaloosa Skull Guardian to like protect him going through and burning.
Yeah, which is really nice. It's just Cowboy in game.
Yep.
Well, Patty, top 16, another invite.
Another one.
Another one. Appreciate you.
Yep. Y'all have a